Hello and welcome to this solo playthrough of Commands and Cars Napoleonics, and we are resuming the series of scenarios on the basic game. In this case, Buçaco, which is depicted by two scenarios, one depicting the French left attack under Reynier's command, and the second one on the right under Ney's command. I chose to depict Buçaco writing along the Portuguese way, as I did for Rolissa, which means it's a C with that special sign under it, which makes it pronounced as an S, because in English you find places where Buçaco is transliterated with two S's or one S, of course not with that special C. So rather to having to choose between both writings in English, transliterations, I prefer to keep with the Portuguese. So let's see together the historical background given in the excellent GMT's booklet. Retreating towards Torres Vedras, the Duke of Wellington's army of 25,000 British and the same number of Portuguese halted at Buçaco to make a stand along the crest of Buçaco Ridge and check the advance of Marshal Massena and the French army of Portugal. As Massena's army of 65,000 approached the British position, he was uncertain of the exact disposition and strength of the enemy, for Wellington had adopted his favourite tactic of hiding his true strength from the enemy by deploying his forces on the reverse slope of the ridge. Massena's army was deployed on the 26th with Ney's corps on the right, Junot's corps in the centre, and Reynier's corps on the left. Massena, rather than avoid battle, ordered Major General Jean Reynier's Second Corps to attack the centre of the ridge, which he mistakenly believed was the British right flank. When the Second Corps attack showed some signs of success, Massena planned to launch Ney's corps at the British left, while Junot's corps stood in reserve ready to exploit. Reynier's troops moved forward in the early morning mist of the 27th. Eudelet's division was the first to come into contact. Before long, they were brought to a standstill from Anglo-Portuguese infantry fire, supported by artillery. Mel's division, veering away from Eudelet in the mist, had early success and occupied part of the ridge, but the French came under flanking fire and were then thrown back by the shock of a British infantry charge. The fighting in this sector of the battlefield was effectively at an end. Hearing gunfire, Ney assumes Reynier's men were enjoying success and ordered his attack. So here we are. The image is a depiction of Reynier's attack when they reached the crest of the hill, being opposed by the British redcoats and even some bluecoats, seemingly perhaps depicting like light infantry or even riflemen. In this scenario, you don't have rifles, but you have light infantry. But normally they should be in red. Anyway, and I have doubts that the slope were as steep as they seem, because they really are very, very steep on that image. I think they look like a battle in the Alps or something like that. Anyway, let's go to the scenario and have some fun. So here we are. You see that the Portuguese here and the British enjoy a very good defensive position up on hills, and the French have a long way to go. So I believe the challenge for the French is to approach the British without allies, without suffering too much casualties, and being able to punch in the face the allies. Okay, the French left is really quite weak because you only have cavalry. Otherwise, mostly infantry. Lot of light here. You have a lot of light infantry which can go fast and fire well, and the British and allies are quite well placed. So, what about the data of the scenario? The British have 6 command cars, the French 5, and they move first. 6 victory banners, so relatively medium-sized scenario, and the stream is fordable. So what about the French? So they have an altogether forward assault. They can move a lot in the center. That's interesting. And again, on the left, things to do. I don't quite know what to do. But let's go for forward command. There we are. Here the lights will come here, and here we will move on this side. Try to play Merle's attack of the ridge. We will see if it's a good idea. And I forgot here on the left, of course. Heavy cavalry will move here and light here. There we are. Nothing new, nothing special. Time for the British. Oh, sorry, French. Where are French? There we are. So the British reconnaissance force moving one everywhere. Why not? Bayonet charge. Not. Assault left flank. Why not? Yeah, that could be an idea. Probe centers. Right flank. Oh, I have about everything. Rally. Okay. A probe center could be a good idea, just to place good units at the right place. So probe center. Who's coming here? We'll have here people. And here. So the Portuguese move one. The line is here. Move one. So what are the French going to do now? I'm just checking something, sorry. Yes, I forgot. Anyway, it wouldn't have changed, but I would have moved those two in the preceding turn, sorry. Anyway, there would be no combat, so oh, that's coordinated advance, can be amusing. So heavy cavalry here on the right, light units here, and the two in the center are well placed, so I order them again. So here we normally fire with 5, 4 plus 1, minus 1 for the hills, so it's 4 dice. So one hit. Hey. Okay. Same here. One retreat and one cannot be taken, so there's one hit. Okay. The others don't have any. I forgot to move them. What am I doing? Really, I'm very distracted today. That will be it for the French. Okay, what are the British going to do? Bayonet charge, rally. It's too late, too easy. Reinforce. I don't have a lot. Probe right flank. Yes, because the heavy cavalry is really a menace now here. Threats. No, we'll take it seriously. Here and here. And those decide to attack the heavy cavalry here with 2 dice. Nothing. Okay, time for the end turn. What about the French? Attack center can be interesting. You have a lot on the left still, but assault center. Yeah, but I think it's a moment to attack on the left. Okay. There we are. So here we have an assault. 4 goes up to 5 because it's heavy cavalry. Goes down to 4 because it's against the against the hill. I think it's -1, just checking always. Okay, so it's 4 dice, and the French don't have any first strike to oppose, so 4 dice against the artillery. So 1 loss and a retreat, and the cavalry moves up and attacks here again, and this time there's no effect, because hill to hill is 0 effect, so 4 dice. And here we have another loss for the artillery, but which can fire back with a power of 3. And hill to hill has no effect on artillery either. Anyway, hills have no effect on artillery, so there we are, no effect. That was nice. I don't know what the French, the Allies will have to answer to that, but yeah, things are becoming interesting. So, I think we don't have a lot of choice. Could rally also a little, but no. Right. Let's go. Let's attack right flank. Let's go. Okay. But they can retreat, etc. Wow. So I'll move that here, move that here. Okay. So they attack here, but those decide to reform, etc. So they attack with 4, and only horse hits count. There's 1. Okay. Just checking. 1 horse hit, that's all. Okay, and it will answer back with 4. Because the infantry cannot create a square when they are hit back like that. They had 2 flags that they ignored. There we are. Sorry. Those can also fire against the horse here with 2. And another horse hit. Okay. Not bad. Defending themselves. Time for the French. What are they going to do? I think force march can be really interesting. All infantry units in one section can move at least 2. There's no range fire, but the idea is to have all those approach. Why not attack with the lights here? Not here, that's too dangerous. So 2, 2, 2, 2, and we'll attack here. There's not a lot, so here we attack with 3 dice, and there's 1 lost, and battling down 2 dice, nothing. Okay, yeah, the French are really mounting their assault. So for the British, what can they do? I like the bayonet charge in this case. Or do we have something on the right that could be interesting to do? Perhaps still. No, but we have really, I think, yeah, 4 or fewer units. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And even that one I will order it. Let me see. There we are. So that's a bayonet charge. Here is a bayonet retreat. And here a bayonet charge. Okay. You always would like the bayonets to do more damage, but it's already wonderful to attack here. So 4 against the lights. And they retreat, of course, in the woods. Here the line, let me see, no, here first. Attack here with 4. 2 losses and 2 retreats. Okay. Those attack here. Oh, I could take the, no, not taking ground, and 4 dice here. 2 dice. And they fire back with 3 dice, because they always have 1 more. There we are. Yeah, that was not a too bad maneuver, I think, from the British, being a little more proactive. But, you know, you must take your chances. So the French can do some things on the left. Yes, a lot in the center, a little on the sides. I think I'm going to maneuver here, because on the right, well, there we are. No, but on the sides it can be good. On the left, so I always have those 2 guys. So 1, 2, 3. There we are. And here 1, 2. Okay. So here we're attacking. The artillery, I think they're not good moving uphill, but anyway, that's part of the pleasure. I really played them wrong up until now. I used them 1 more die, but actually, 1 additional die in melee combat. Yeah, that's okay. So, but the hill is -1. Okay, so they attack here normally with 3, but they have 2. And down goes the artillery, and of course they could take ground and attack further, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll do it because anyway they're in dire straits. I'm doing something quite terrible. So here 3 dice. Okay, so 1 is refused, but you have 2 that cannot be refused. So 1 and 2, and the leader must check. Ah, yes, I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, and the heavy cavalry here will move 1. Oh, I love that. There we are. The light cavalry moves here, who decide to form a square. So the allies put a card into the square. The square fires back 1. Nothing. Oh yes, still. No! 1 hit. And they attack. 1 hit. Ooh. That's craziness. The French cavalry are really trying to do nasty things. Who dares wins, but I don't know if you should dare that much. So let's go for the allies. I don't know why they don't have a... I forgot to... No, I want to draw a card. There we are, 6. Because the French are 5. I don't know why I was at 6. Okay. Counterattack would be on the right. Why not? Assault left flank. That's good. Assault left flank, of course. Fire and hold could be also interesting. Nothing in the center. Oh yes, probe center. Yes, yes. Let's go. So we are ordering those. So the liners here fire with one more than they need to. No, one more than they are. So it's 4, but I think it's -1.
Yeah.
Because hill to hill is 0 except -1 for ranged fire. That's it. So it's 3. 3 dice against the light cavalry. Nothing. Okay, and here we attack and they will decide to retire and reform. So 4 dice and only the horses count. There are none, happily. What a die roll. Okay. And I think they will wisely simply take ground. I think they're allowed. Quite sure they are allowed to. Yes. Take ground is always allowed. Okay. Don't know what happened. Why it ordered the cavalry, but anyway, here we are. So, French. Attack center. Yeah, I have a lot in the center. I think it's time to go. On the right, we can do things. I think it's a moment. Yes, assault right flank. Okay. Here. Here. I'm unordering this. The French has 5 cards, so 1, 1, 1, 1. So the line here fires with 2 dice. Oh. No, we're keeping there. Nice. Or perhaps no, we can retreat there. It's amusing. And here we're attacking with 2. 1 hit and retreat. That'll be all for the French. What about the British? Okay, they can counterattack on the left flank. That could be a good idea. Rally. I'm trying to rally. Okay. Let's go for 6 dice here and try to rally people. So I don't need to rally guns. My cavalry, I have none. So only 2 infantry. I'll recover hit 1. Do I recover a second here? Oh yes, I think this is the most complicated situation. So here we are, and we can, of course, we are activated, so we fire with 4 against this light infantry. Nothing, but at least the position is made stronger, or less weak, let us say. So the French can go on the right, move a little, or do something in the center. They can have some élan. Why not? They have nothing on the left now, so a lot in the center. Now we'll put some pressure in the center. Oh, I'm so stupid. Of course that sorry, and I'm going to punish myself because I had only 5 cards because I had a square, so I'm going to discard a random card. There we are. That's just the punishment for the British. Sorry, I'm really playing strange. So, what am I doing as the French? What did I play first? What did I play first? Assault center. Okay, so we can assault with 5. 1, 2, 3. Ready. Sorry for the error. 5. So 1, 2, 3. Hey, 4 and 5. Here we can do something. I don't know if it's suicide. Here. So attacking here. They do square. Okay. The Portuguese fire back, nothing, and the cavalry attacks and they lose 1. Yeah. The leader, okay. I'll try to wake up now and play better because really I was distracted. So there we go. The British have grand maneuver. Really? Probe left flank, yeah. Bombard. Bombard is not so interesting. I only have 1 gun left. 4, 3, 2, 4. Oh, why not? After all, using a good card. So this one will attack the liners here. 4, 3, 2 goes up 2. That's 4. 2 losses. Leader check. Okay. That was not bad. Now the French. Elan, attack center, probe light flank. A lot on the right. That's... You need to do things in the center before things become too grim. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So those have 3 minus 1, 2. Oh, 1 hit and 1 retreat. That's good. Here, 2 minus 1, 1. Oh, okay. That'll be all. But, yeah, good turn. Now the British can counter-attack in the center, which could be a really good idea. So 3 in the center. Just looking lights. Yeah. So those are going to fire, of course. Better be the first to fight here. And those are just moving out of harm's way. So here we are. Huzzah! Just checking the French don't have any. No. So we attack with 4 dice. 2 losses. And a retreat which is ignored. And firing back, the French have 3 in melee. Minus 1 for the hill. So 2. So that's 1 hit. The leader survives. The light here will try some withering fire with 6 dice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so 1 hit and 2 retreats. 1, 2. Yeah, we do our best to slow down and weaken the French advance. This is really interesting. So attack center, we can go on. Elan can be amusing, but I think I'm still attacking the center. So no, not those, sorry. Those here, those here. Really, I'm getting weaker and weaker by the day. There we are. 1. Yeah, I could have done better, but anyway. So moving uphill, 5 reduced to 4. Oh. The leader, okay, escapes and goes here. There was a debate, a discussion about the rules. Can the leaders of the Portuguese be the leaders of the British? And as there were a lot of British officers among the Portuguese, there's no problem. There's no rules for allied forces, as you can see, and the others don't fight here, so the French have put a foot on the mountain. Okay. Time for the British attack center. Can be interesting. Bayonet charge. Oh gee. Yeah, they're really weakened now. What can I do? Attack center. Okay. So those guys unsquare. So what happens to the British? Just to see. It was the yellow one. So there we are. Those here. And those here. So we move here. Okay. So we first fire here with 3, 4. Hill to hill. Ah no, 3 only. But so those will fire with 0. That's stupid what I'm doing. Well, I'm just moving them off there. Okay. So we do these 2.5, 3, 4, 3. Nothing. Here we have 3, 2, 1. And they retreat. Ooh. I'm not feeling well as an allied here. But the French, they had losses, but not too much. So let's go for Elan. So Elan is 5 dice. Okay, 1 cavalry. Okay, that's good. Two infantry and 2 guns. Guns, okay, let's go for useless. So that's gun. Line. And cavalry. Yeah, sure. So here we go. Here we go. Here we come. Here we come. So attacking here. We normally have 4, goes down to 3, but goes up to 4 because of the Elan. 4, and the British have no. So 4 dice. 2 hits. Retreat refused because they have support, and they fire back with 4. And they go into the dustbin of history. There we are. So we attack here, and the square fires first, and downs one cavalry and carry attacks and destroys. The leader is okay, but he moves out of the place. Yeah. So cavalry moves here and here again and attacks here. And they form square. They unsquared. I'm just going to look at the British. They have everything back. Yeah. So the British will square. Wait, I'm attacking here? Don't understand what's happening. Why don't they square? Yes, I forgot to designate them as a target. So they square. They fire on the cavalry. Oh, which takes one hit and hits back and destroys the little guys here. Well, cavalry are doing a nice job, but they are in danger, really. I find that the Allies defend themselves, but they are really losing a lot from the attritional side of things. So that's for the French. So I hope it will. Oh, no, not right. I'm going to reshuffle. There we are. I thought it was automatic. I'm mixing up with the Ancients module. So here we are. The Allies have the Grande Manœuvre. Bayonet charge. Why not? Probe left flank. Recon in force. Why not? Recon in force. So I think I have good options here. Here and here. So we'll move here. We attack those which retire and reform. I don't think I retire and reform. Okay. So 4 dice, and if a horse comes out, they're destroyed. Yes, so they are destroyed. Okay, I won't take ground. I'm well up there. Yes, because the line will come here. Okay. Sorry, I forgot those which advance here. And here we fire against the lights here with 5 dice, because we are good riflemen. And nothing but 3 retreats. That's a lot. French are really repulsed on this side of the battlefield. So a lot on the right, so it's perhaps time to move on the right. That's it. Scout right flank, just to see if it will give us slightly more options, and move here. Okay, and we end the French turn with a scout's choice. Cavalry charge, no. Fire and hold can be interesting. A cavalry charge also, so no, but fire and hold is better. As for the British, or the Allies, or what you want, after all. Let's go for la Grande Manœuvre. We need to have people like those and those who are really far from the battlefield to be ready to do a good job. There we are. So here we are. There we are. There's no battle, that's the thing. No. No line, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are, reinforcing this part. And heavy cavalry will be moving for a kill. There we are. French, they have something on the left, but they won't do anything. Scout center, why not? We need fire and hold, we don't have. Scout center, let's go. There we are. And the French will now leadership. I just realized that there's an intern élan that you can do, but anyway, I managed to do it manually, but I should praise more the designer of this module, VSL module, because it's well done. So what do we have here? Probe left flank. No, I'm quite well there. Bayonet charge, not very interesting. Oh, it could be interesting. After all, yes, we'll go for that. 1, 2. I won't have more than that. Three. Oh, that's militia. Okay. So those will move here. And here, the lines. And the militia just here. Or are they? No, they are better here just to help. So, the line here attacks. Just verifying the French don't have any. Okay, 4 dice. There we are. They're out of duty. I won't take ground. And those you cannot engage ranged combat, so okay, the bayonet charge worked, perhaps better than I could have thought. Time for the French! Fire and hold. Why not? No. Something on the left. Let's go. 1. Oh, that's all. No, that's stupid. It's not stupid, I think. I should go away. 1, 2. There we are. It's not very amusing, but what did I? Yeah, I forgot to play it. Okay. As for the British, do they have things in the center? Yes, they have in the center that can be very good. Assault left flank, but they're not ready to. Counter attack. No, they have nobody there. So probe center. Let's go for this one. And we have those two. I'm going to fire on the light here. So attack. 4 dice. And down they go. And that's all. Just preparing my defense. So the French. Leadership, why not? Oh, that's not good. Élan? Well, but we're too far away. We need to approach. So probe, right flank. I know it's complicated. It's very complicated. Wait. No, we'll have those. Approach. Keeping out of harm's way. I know. It's frustrating, but you need to do that if you want to survive. Merle has problems. Okay. So probe left. A lot on the left here. We'll try now. Here and here. Assault left flank. I didn't want that one. I wanted the probe. There we are, probe. So here and here. That's it. Everybody's preparing oneself for the big assault. So probe right flank, okay. Here, here, or even here, and here I won't hold them. So here and here. Not ready for cavalry charge at all. Give them cold steel? No, neither. Probe center? Not really. What can I do? Assault left flank. I'm keeping that for next. Counterattack also right flank. Cavalry charge? But no. Probe center. Let's go. It's not the most beautiful thing to do, but anyway, we have some advantage, let's say. So here we are firing on those 2 dice with the Portuguese. The 2 flags can be ignored because of the leader and because of the support. So much ado for nothing. Leadership, Elan, fire and hold, assault right flank. Elan can be good, but yes, I'm hesitating. Let's go assault right flank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh yes, we must do something. If we don't, okay. So against this cavalry, 2 dice. 1 down. Same here. 1 down. Same here. Perhaps against those. 1 die. Ah, if I had known. Assault left flank, that's very interesting. So 1, 2, let's go for it. I know it's slightly crazy. Slightly only? I'm keeping away here just to give some support. So here we're attacking here, and we have the support. 4, 3, 3 and 4, 7 dice, a good deal. Just checking French don't have a first strike. No, 7 dice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all out. Wow. This won't be as good, but we can try 3 dice. So 2 losses for the French. And they answer with 3, which destroy the line. Wow, 5 to 5. Ooh, the first one to lose. 1 unit has lost the battle. So the French will play Elan, of course. It's time to buckle yourself and, 5 dice. So let's see. 2 infantry here, 1 gun, 1. So 1 infantry, 1 gun, that will be all. The other ones, it will be suicide. Cavalry, I have no. Yeah, I still have some, but no. Okay. just for the pleasure. I just need one infantry yet left. I'll just have those just to be sure. So here we move, here we move. Okay. So we're attacking here against Mackinnon. Just checking the British don't have a... No. So that will be terrible because the French have 5 and they go up to 6. The guns have normally 3, they go up to 4. That's 10 dice. So if the British survive that one, no, they completely destroyed. Look at that. Ah, that was Elan in its beauty. So they take 1. And just checking the leader who survives and goes up there. Okay, so the French with Elan at the last time, they didn't take the ridge, but perhaps the British were really too bold to make the counterattack, but it was a beautiful one too. So the French win 6-5. That was close. I believe if they didn't have Elan, yeah, you don't know, things could have been much more grim for the French, because here you have units which are really weak, and yeah, things could have really. What did the English have? Yeah, counterattack anyway. You imagine? Yeah, okay. So I hope you liked that battle. I'm just and turn Elan. Just removing all the signs on the battlefield. So the British hold the center quite well, as expected. On the left, they held better, but yeah, it was attritional, and there was a good last attack by the French on the right of the French. So Mel did a good job. All in all, I hope you had some pleasure. Sorry for the errors. I think I corrected the main ones. And on to next Buçaco with Ney's attack. Bye bye.